It's just an understanding of your own emotion and your own desire. Okay? So 100% awake? Everybody is awake?
Yes.
Yeah? There are two things. There's a vasana and there is a vichar. Yeah? What is vichar? Logical thought. Yeah, that's translated here as logical thought. Where does it come from? Intellect. Yeah, that is finally the subtle body, but intellect. Vasana is desire.
Desires.
Yeah, what desire? I want this, I don't want this, I like him, I dislike her. Raga and Dvesha. Where is it coming from? Mind. Yeah. We are going into dissecting mind and intellect here. Yeah. There is clinging on happening in you. Where does it happen? Mind. Clinging, clinging, clinging. I like. Intellect tells you it's stupid. What are you doing? Why are you clinging on to him or her? He's being mean to you. She's being mean to you. Be equanimous. Relax. Yeah. Why are you clinging on? Intellect tells you.
Yes.
Right? Have you noticed this? Or intellect doesn't work? Works now. Intellect is also responsible for bringing up this knowledge at the right time. Have you noticed? Yes? And it brings up. Have you noticed? Where do I miss out? I listen to the mind. I don't listen to the
Intellect.
Are you understanding the meaning of vasana? Yes? And you're understanding the meaning of vichar here? What vichar I'm talking about here? Yeah? This is the main difference between mind and intellect. Now, in this, there is ashubh vichar and shubh vichar. We did shubh and ashubh. Yeah? Shubh is good. Ashubh is bad, not good, whatever. Yeah? I'm stuck between good and not good. Yeah? Even vasanas take after shubh and ashubh. But do I listen?
No.
This is where I don't listen. So where do I have to start working?
At the mind level.
Here. If you are just coming and attending knowledge sessions day after day, week after week, what are you strengthening?
Intellect.
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 This is becoming very sharp. Yeah? But if I am not applying it, my vasana is not getting trained. Are you seeing this? That is why there is a gap in your growth. You must have attended the knowledge sessions for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, but you are stuck. Why? You're not taking part of you're not taking control over the vasana aspect. You're only looking at the vichara aspect. Here, yes, shubh and ashubh does not matter till the time I'm clinging on. That's why I'm not listening to my own intellect. Yeah? That's why I'm collecting more and more karmas. Yeah? So, next homework, start working at your vasana level, not just vichara level. When you purify a vichara, you are only fooling yourself. Oh yes, good, I got this, I understood it. No use. Where do I have to work? Vasana level. Yeah?
How?
One, recognize. है क्या कि नहीं है वासना?
बहुत है.
Have Have you recognized what the vasanas are and face them in the mirror?
Yes, but they don't go away by process.
They do go away. The problem is I don't face myself. The problem is I will throw the dirt under the carpet. Don't agree with that? Look within. You don't have to answer me. Answer yourself.
So let's say we take an example of vasana. Let's take food. Now dissect it. Food is very close, right?
बहुत कम लोग को होता है.
Huh?
Yeah, sweet. I like sweet.
See?
So
It's
that's
a
my.
stronger
Okay,
vasana.
what is a strong?
Desires itself is not that strong. When you say desire, there are deeper desires and there are only lighter. So desire is not. I don't know.
Vasana's
Vasana, when
example
you say
is-
desire, it's not justifying my mind. Like it's like I can still control my desires, but vasanas I know that it is something deep.
Yeah, it's not desire. It's not a thought here. That's what I'm trying to bring across. It is not a simple thought. It is a sensation mixed with a thought. It's a big drama inside. I want this, I want that. Suppose you dislike a person because he or she said something to you. Yeah, there is this inner churning that happens. That churning is because of the vasana for appreciation, or at least vasana that you don't say bad to me. Are you seeing it? You can actually go lower and dissect it more and more. At a lower level, it is you don't say this to me, or nobody say at least bad to me. Yeah. Can you dissect every vasana of yours and reach that level of identification? Not throwing it under the carpet. Yeah. I disliked what he said. Yeah. And then what do? He's nonsense. I am right. And I go my way. Have I worked on myself? What have I done? I have pushed the blame on the other person. And that's how we live our life day to day to day to day. Yeah. Vasana is internal. I have to recognize I have a thirst for him or her not criticizing me.
Can I give an example? Like just trying to clarify. Like so, thought I might get a negative thought. The thought which is not good basically. But I know that it is not a good thought. But still, if I have the sensation and I go and do it compulsory, in spite of knowing my intellect is saying it is not right, that is exactly where my vasana is coming into picture.
Exactly. Vasana is not a thought. That's why I wanted to bring this up today. Very important.
Is the emotion behind?
It's more complicated than that. We'll do it when Guruji really talks about Buddha and the types of minds. We'll understand there is a level of mind which is mixed with emotion. Yeah, it is a mixture of mind and emotion.
Because whatever your intellect is telling not to do, you are going to do because the mind has already tasted the good feeling about doing that particular thing. That's why it's driving us towards that, and we listen to the mind doing the same thing to satisfy the mind craving.
Correct. Yeah. So one thing I really want you to work upon is recognizing that vasana is deeper than a thought. It's a mixture of mind and emotion, and mixture of many minds. We'll come to that in future. But it's a mixture of mind and emotion.
Sensations, deepest emotion.
Like 3 or 4 Bhagwad sessions ago, there was a distinct transition point in my life where I had to see this vasana face to face. Like I have, like whoever knows me or has been interacting, I have always been of a talker in Ekta's session. Like just like I'm interrupting and constantly some jokes or the other. And I thought that is who I am. But when she made me recognize that, okay, this is a vasana. Only when I recognize that, okay, it's not that this is my nature, but it's a full force that propels me to say something. Like all the time. It's not like, okay, Mitesh, you have to say this. It's, if you don't say this, you will feel it in your stomach, in your hands, in your legs. Like, it amplifies if you don't do that. It's just like a cocaine addiction or a drug addiction. As long as you're doing it, you're fine. The moment you don't do it, then there is like you go crazy. So that is where you come
That
face
is a
to
vasana.
yes.
Did you understand?
Can I give a stronger
He's very
example?
sweet that he's giving his own personal example, guys. Yeah, something really pushes you, pulls you from inside, for for you to react in that moment, to do something, to say something. Yes, that force that is propelling you is vasana.
Can I give a stronger example?
Stop.
Yeah. So
That's it.
after so many sessions,
Uh.
now at least we know that we are not at a physical level.
Uh.
So the thought of sex, the strongest impression, we always know, like that. Okay, we know we should not indulge in even at thought level or whatever it is. My intellect knows that it is right and this is wrong. But still, because of my vasana, I still go and watch the porn movies, or I still think about it, or I indulge only after that, okay, it's done. And then, oh, no, I shouldn't have done that. So that is something vasana. Even though my intellect said this is a negative thought, yes, but still, because my vasana was stronger, I did not train it, I still, in spite of knowing all everything, I went and I did it.
She's so honest, guys. Are you understanding vasana?
There's the two inherent vasana in reality for food and sex. Meaning that it's in everybody. It's something inherent.
It's not inherent, it's an impression I have made continuously through lifetimes. So it has become very strong. Yes, when I increase my awareness with Purushartha and knowledge, spiritual knowledge, this impression starts fading away. Yes, and a point will come where sex is not required. It doesn't exist in your life. It's only a word or something you see on the movie screen. It will come. Yes, food is just so that this body can survive. There is no attraction to food. Are you getting it? This vasana reduces in intensity automatically. But first you have to increase your awareness. Yes, this is happening to me. Are you getting it? Yeah. His condition is very simple and plain. Only one condition he has. He says stand naked in front of the mirror. That's it. What do we keep doing? Yeah. Loopholes. We look for loopholes. Run away here and there. Find excuses. I'm very busy today. The mirror is foggy.
Sometimes it's like she's saying, even if you see it, it's so strong that it's something like, say, ambition. You know you're doing something negative because you have ambition within you to do. You're seeing it.
Yeah.
Your mind is telling you, look, you're doing this. But it is so strong, it pulls you all the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the key is like, because I knew Mitesh, and when he said it, it's been really a transformation in him.
Yeah.
And the way he described it, you got to pay attention to exactly what he said. That he felt it in the pit of his stomach, in his hands and his legs, everywhere. He recognized it. I could never think I could see Mitesh in this form. But that just happened. That was the amazing thing. And that can happen for anything. I mean, whether it's porn, whether it's drugs, I mean, any kind of so-called compulsion or addiction.
Yeah. These examples are the loud ones, but please apply them to your little things. Your urge to say something bad to somebody constantly, your urge to criticize, your urge to get angry at the same thing. Why did you throw shoes in the middle of the room? There's something propelling you. Yeah. A very strong combination of thought and emotion, a sensation in your whole body which is pushing you in that direction. Have you realized that? First, there is a sensation. That sensation is vasana. And it is very different from just intellectual thought, which says, you know what you're doing wrong. Shut up, get lost. This is what I want to do. Doesn't this happen? You suppress your intellect and you just burst out. That is vasana. Recognize your vasanas. Vasanas are sensations that you feel all over the body, propelling you, actually pushing you to do something. That first vasana was I am different. That was a vasana. The first vasana that gave you that feeling of I am separate.
Most of the time, taking action is involved in vasana rather than giving. That's what maybe.
What is opposite to vasana?
There's nothing opposite to vasana.
Vasana.
He's trying to look for something good. There is no. Don't try to look for something good. We are analyzing things as they are. Yeah? You're trying to find good. I'm saying go beyond Shubh and Ashubh both. Yeah? Huh.
Ektaji, I understand exactly what you say by vasana because I go through that. I recognize it. I know it is wrong. I know this is getting me into trouble. But there are those moments it's so overwhelming, knowing what it is going to, what will happen by me taking that action. I still indulge it. It is there. I know that it's just this moment. If I step back, I'm in control. But that, just losing that control and doing it. In my case, it's mostly getting angry and saying something, or like, you know, if I get emotional and I can't say, I'll put it in words on an email and send it.
Be careful next time you receive a text from Mridula. Oh my God, what's coming?
She changed a lot now. No, there are moments like, yeah, in the past, if I did it like every 15 days, I may do it once in 15 months. Now, it has changed from that often to maybe once in 15 months, once in 18 months, or once in 2 years. But when that urge happens, it's like nothing in this world can stop. Nothing. And it's that split second when that goes into my head. It's like the pitta that goes high. That moment, I just can't. I have to say what I have to say. And after I have said that, there is a calm that comes over me. But I know I have rocked the whole world for others. And then I get the I don't even go with the guilt sometimes. It's just,
She's so honest, guys.
I don't go through the guilt because I said what I said. I felt good about saying it. It's like, this is what it is. I have thrown the arrow. And then I know the repercussions that are going to happen. I know that I will be caught in the Chakravyuha where I will be put through the shredder. And I'm willing to go through that. But when I'm going through the shredder, again I start fighting it. It's like, but it was you who started it.
Acha, now you started it.
I will go to the end of the world to prove that you are the one who started the problem. My reaction was based on your initial action.
Next time, before sending that text or making that call or talking to that person, pick up the phone and call.
Call me.
I did that 2 weeks ago. You remember that?
उसके बाद कुछ हुआ?
No.
Explode हुआ?
I stayed through it.
Simple, guys. You have my number, no?
Yeah. And
Good.
that was
Call me.
Even you have to mute your phone now.
Then there will be more fuel in that tank. She is also not handled. She is also the responsible.
I texted her. I said in the next 15-20 minutes, I'm going to do something. I called right away. She didn't call. She read my text and she told me what to do.
See, I respond on text also, so it's okay. You can text me.
Exactly. And she said, this is what you're going. This is how you're going to act. And I mean, but this is not what I'm looking for.
And the next time she's asking you to don't
So
call.
why don't we take this rather than giving another crutch of your cell phone number? How do we
That will stop you. Now that will stop her. That stopped her. One text to me and she stopped. Yeah, that really works. Yeah. Then slowly, when really the same situation comes up in future, the memory of this text, the memory of this particular event will come up and stop her from exploding the second time. And then the third time. And slowly, the seeds of knowledge that have already been implanted in her, they will start sprouting. Give yourself time. It's not going to happen immediately. But at least she started walking, no? At least she's honest, she's facing it. She's saying this is a vasana, she's recognizing it, and she successfully stopped that volcano explode the first time, right? She deserves a hand.
slowly उसकी मात्रा कम होती जाती
Slowly, the impression of silence increases and your impression of anger starts fading away with one success, two success, three successes. Slowly, that impression becomes stronger. Yeah.
If the cause of body was caused by a vasana of thinking I am, then where did that vasana come from?
That also came from you. You are the root cause of it. There was a vibration in the pool. A vibration is very normal in water. Yeah. Do you have a swimming pool at home? Go check. Even if it is absolutely still, water has its own little vibration. Very slight it is. It is inherent in the nature. You understand that? Like that, in the Brahman consciousness, the vibration is inherent. You got onto that vibration, you said, oh, I am different. I am a vibration. I am. Some I came up, whatever that I was. It's not in the English language or in any language. It's that vasana inside. That's why I told you, vasana is not thought. It's a sensation inside which gives you a feeling of I am separate. Are you understanding it? Yes? So the thought part of mind is only intellect. The other different types of minds that we will study later on are just sensations. Got it? Vasana is a sensation. It was just a sensation of separateness.
Is it part of consciousness?
No. That was created by you. There are many other individual jivas that came up because of the vibration and realized, oh, folly, and are back there already. They didn't even jump out of that pool. You got onto the I and decided to jump out of the pool. Yeah, now this is very poetic and very, don't start thinking you're really a drop that jumped out of the pool that way. Yeah, I'm just saying it for poetic emphasis like that, so that you understand.
So Didi, in a way, our ragas and dveshas are because of our vasanas. So when we actually recognize this, I mean, when you talk in terms of vidhayak and nakaratmak chitta, so when we recognize what are our vasanas and we are ready to face it, it's a vidhayak chitta.
Absolutely.
You said that the seeds that we sow of the knowledge will help us to get out of this vasana. But as of now, currently, once we recognize our vasana, what will we do?
Just recognize and say, yes, I recognize this. 50% of the battle is won. The moment she recognized it, she texted me. Yeah? The moment you recognize it, you're already 50% there. You are in knowledge. You've realized, oh. Yeah, then you find out your own ways. You either call me or you go out from the room, pick up Guruji's book, start reading something, divert yourself from that situation. Pull yourself out. Leave the house. Do not react. Take a break from that situation. Yes, I understand there are situations where you cannot take a break. Say, I need to go to the loo. Excuse me, really urgent this time. I really cannot stop it. Yeah, whatever it takes. The moment that first realization comes, make a mental note. This is what I have to do. You read knowledge, you'll say, out of respect for Guruji, I'm going to follow this.
Sama, Dhamma, Itiksha, those are the things can be applied to
Absolutely, absolutely. For the people who've really done all that knowledge, right? That's why I'm saying, no, knowledge, pick up some knowledge. Anything can be applied. Whichever knowledge comes to mind, whichever knowledge sheet comes in hand. Yeah, log into Facebook and go on to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar or Daily Sutras knowledge sheet page. Just read a knowledge sheet. Immediately pull yourself out of the vasana. Find your own way. Everybody will have a different technique. I give you one skill, it's not necessary that that will be what will appeal to you. You find your own technique to get out of it. Yeah. The moment you recognize, okay, that I have withdrawn myself now from the room, from the place, gone to the loo, whatever you have done, yeah, or said, whatever, I'm going to sleep. The moment you are out of there, start observing that sensation. Recognize this is only the body. I am not the body. Mind is cribbing about something, that event. I am not the mind. Go to the causal and just be there. Initially, you will have to make this effort because you will not always be in the causal, no? Especially in a big fight scene. Very difficult to go to the causal body when somebody is fighting with you. So initially, you'll have to make this effort of withdrawing from the scene and then going into your causal. Yeah? But slowly, with practice, what will happen? Every action will happen from causal. You will reach a stage where you are just in the causal body. Everything is just happening through me. I'm an instrument. Yes? So if I have to get to that point, I have to start somewhere, right? This starting somewhere is the effort that you have to make. Got it? Yeah.